providing access to a medical part of the world.
Not just us, our mothers, our children. Like, we're putting our life, we're on the slab. We're
Yes.
there. You know what I mean?
You're at the
By the
front
way,
line.
Yeah.
And our dog. So now our dog is 10 years old and he's got at a dental office yesterday. I found the most holistic vet in Boca Raton, and they have this non-anesthetic dentist. They do it nicely, gently. They hold the dog, they're petting.
Welcome to another episode of Out of the System. I'm your host, Leo Climaco. Today's guests are two incredible people who I'm so honored to have on the show today. I'm gonna read you their bio because, well, you'll see. Today's guests are a couple who didn't just survive the system, they rebuilt it. Anthony and Tereza Lolli are the power couple behind Biohack Yourself Media, the fastest growing independent health and wellness news platform in the world, reaching millions with expert-driven journalism, science-backed content, and award-winning storytelling. But before they became health media disruptors, they were in survival mode. Anthony is a real estate mogul and a best-selling author of The Heart of the Deal, who built a multi-million-dollar empire from scratch. But at 315 pounds, facing major health decline, he made the radical decision to document his 125-pound transformation on camera, launching the now viral documentary Fat Lolli to Six Pack Lolli, which became a global phenomenon on Prime Video and Apple TV. Tereza, I do not want to butcher your name.
Hakobian.
Lolli
Yes.
is an Armenian-born actress, recording artist, mother, and editor-in-chief who turned postpartum hormonal collapse into a wellness revolution, winning 2 bikini world titles and documenting it all through films like The Super Lollies, Skin Deep, and Shield, excuse me.
Yes.
Together, they've co-founded Lolli Brands Entertainment, producing more than a dozen acclaimed health and transformational documentaries. And they've raised 2 young, trailblazing love and legend Lolli, who are already reporting on health news, building media projects, and investing in real estate, all before the age of 10. In 2024, their influence reached national heights when Biohack Yourself Media was selected as the exclusive health press at RFK Jr.'s MAHA Make America Healthy Again inaugural ball. They're not just content creators. They're immense documentarians, performance marketers, and media entrepreneurs turning pain into purpose and purpose into platform. This is what it looks like when you combine hustle, healing, and a whole lot of heart. Incredible bio.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.
Thank you.
Hi.
How
That was
are
awesome.
you?
Very
I
good.
think it's done, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to start in the beginning. How'd you guys meet?
Ooh.
Let's
So
go
we
there.
met really randomly in the middle of Manhattan. At the time, I was a recording artist. I had my own pop rock female band, and I was getting ready for a tour.
What was the band called?
Velvet Tornado.
Okay.
Because I like velvet. And my nickname was Tornado growing up because I was just always everywhere. And so one of my bandmates, my violinist, quit right before our tour. So I was forced to hold a ton of auditions and get a new one, replacement, right before we're supposed to go on the first performance. So I was at the
Hectic.
Sheraton, very hectic. And it hasn't stopped since. Like when you're in the entertainment industry, the stakes are high, people rely on you.
Yes, the show must go on.
Show must go on. Things change on literally a second basis in the backstage, and you just have to still compose yourself and show up and make last minute decisions that ultimately has always actually turned out better for all the projects we've done.
It
But
usually
anyway,
goes that way.
so I was casting and auditioning a new violinist at the Sheraton Hotel lobby. Why we chose that place? Because it had a Starbucks. It was nice. People were coming in and out, not too crowded. And he was holding his own meeting, a private equity meeting for real estate. And he was literally sitting next to me with his COO and two other people. And as focused as I was on my goal of choosing my new violinist, I kept hearing them speak so loudly about royalties. And that word kept sticking out to me. And when you're in royalty business, I thought maybe they're from Sony Records or Warner Brothers or
Got
whatever.
it.
We're right there in Manhattan, right?
Got it.
So I introduced myself, and then what happened? Maybe you can.
Well, yeah, well, she spoke to the COO of my company. It was like, "Are you guys in the record industry?" I leaped over. I said, "Yes." And then
I could have asked for an eye doctor. He
yeah,
would have said
yeah.
yes.
But anyway, it turns out she was looking for a location to film her music video. People were using my homes and cars in music videos. People like Fat Joe, 50 Cent, Spike Lee. So I said, yeah, I have a home that's like doubles as a set for music
Yeah.
videos. You're welcome to go. And
That's
then
really cool.
That's how we met.
That's
yeah.
how we met. First, it was friendship,
Yeah, it was very
mentorship.
organic,
Actually,
yeah,
he
mentorship.
took over mentoring me because he's like, you remind me a lot about me. You have this immigrant ambition. At the time, I was only in the country for like 4 years. I had just graduated from college.
Where are you from?
I'm from Armenia. Yeah, grew up there. When I came here, I went to college because that's what you do. You
Yeah.
promise your parents, I'm going to get you the degree, relax, and then you can do your passion for like 2 to 3 years.
Right.
My parents gave me my deadline. And I did also, right? I was like, I'm going to give myself a deadline. If I don't make it, let's say with whatever I want to do, then we always have the degree. So, yeah,
Yeah.
Something to fall back on.
fall back on. Yeah.
I asked that question because I can feel the energy and the synergy between the two of you.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And I think one of the most important decisions you make is who you marry,
Totally.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
to me, marriage is about creation and growth. And if your partner doesn't want that,
Yeah.
it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys are extremely aligned in your values, in your mission, in what you want to accomplish with your family, with your business. It's incredible.
It wasn't always like that.
No?
What I think we both appreciate in each other is the flexibility, the humble attitude
Yeah.
about life, and being open. And really, that I think that comes with maturity and
Yes.
wisdom. You're not in your own way. You're always listening. And the fact that we respect each other, like to the core,
Yes.
we always listen to each other because we listen with respect.
It's very
And
important.
if there's pivots that I need to make per his suggestions, I do. And same goes for him.
I think also the business background and the media and entertainment background, when you're in media production or even in the music industry like she was, and even acting like she was, you have to follow the script. There's a
Right.
plan, there's production, there's pre-production,
Yes.
right? So marriage is that. Marriage is a movie, right? It's your life movie. And so I
That's a
think
really
both
good
of us,
analogy.
both of us sat down and we planned for our children, even our daughter Love and our son. Everything was planned and scripted, really. So we followed the plan that both of us embarked on in the movie of our life, which we're still building.
Right.
We're just building it publicly through documentaries. But everything we do, no matter what venture it is, it's always a production,
Yeah.
right? I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
How do you feel having your life out there so public?
We are public, but not overexposed.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
We still have our privacy. We still have our integrity when it comes to our children and ourselves and our privacy. We allow people to see the journeys that are set to help
Right.
very openly. So I feel very comfortable with how much exposure we have and how much privacy we have.
Tell me your journey, Anthony. How did you get to 315 pounds?
Was a fat kid. I was a chubby kid. My mother was Ecuadorian. My dad was Italian. I was eating a lot of pasta. I was also an only child. And I was a very strong-headed only child. I mean, Tereza's now seeing what that's like with our son, Legend.
Son is
If you've ever wanted to do a professional live stream but got lost with complicated software, StreamYard is the software for you. You are able to stream simple and powerful solution directly from your browser, no install required, and deliver studio quality broadcast with features such as interviews, screen sharing, banners, And real-time interaction is the ideal tool for any creator who wants to level up their live content without the headaches. I use and recommend it to anyone who wants to stream professional content and truly engage their audience. If you do lives or know someone who does lives, this is the link that they need right now. Click below, get access to StreamYard, and transform your broadcast today.
Just like
And, very demanding and very, I want to eat this and that's that. And so, through the course of time, and plus there wasn't as much knowledge base as there is now about bad foods. So this takes on, and now we know the food is addictive, right? So I was just getting fat as a kid, but then
On purpose too, right?
yeah. And then what happened was, I had my moments where when I became a teenager and I liked girls, I lost weight. I did what I needed to do to get in shape at that time. But then all of a sudden I became successful and I didn't need to be in shape to really continue my success. So I kept putting on every $1 million was an extra 5 pounds on my body. Next thing you know, it was 315 pounds. But I carried it well.
Millions.
Yeah. And so
I love it. You did the math.
Yeah, did the math. And so, it was really a situation where it became a strong suit, almost like Tony Soprano, especially when I lost the weight. All my friends in my sphere of influence, like, I never looked at you as fat. So you end up adopting these personality traits where people look past that and look at you for who you are and the results that you do and the person of your word. But when I met Tereza, she was on my back. We always joke around. There's Make America Healthy Again, Maha. She was Make Anthony Healthy Again. Before the word was invented, she was really advocating for me to be healthy. And she was
one of
big
our
on
initial dates, I was like, hey, I'm going to get my blood work. You
Yeah.
should meet me there. So because if I was going to be with him,
Right.
I was going to have a family with him, right? I'm not here to waste time. So
Right.
let's first get our vitals checked
Yeah.
and see what kind of children
She
we're
was
gonna
looking
produce
for
together.
numerous gotcha moments, like, oh, look, but none of, I was fatletic. So,
Yeah.
and I ought to,
Athletic.
yeah.
Athletic.
I like that.
And I had a strong mind, and we know now the mind is the most powerful pharmacy. Can
Yeah.
cure a lot of different things.
Yes.
But still, in all, she was on my back, and
That's what a good woman does.
yeah, and multiple interventions. So I did something very drastic, just to shut everybody up. In 2015, I did a gastric sleeve. The surgery where they
My
cut your
wife
stomach.
did one a year ago.
Right.
Oh, wow.
But the issue was I didn't want to do it. So I lost 50 pounds. I gained 70. So I stretched it
Because his
back
heart
out.
wasn't in it.
My
Got
heart
it.
wasn't in it. I was drinking my calories because in the beginning it's hard. You can't really absorb
Yes.
much. So I got fat by drinking, eating ice cream and whatever. So it was almost like on purpose where I was like, all right, leave me alone. But the problem is I lost all my muscle mass. I wasn't absorbing nutrition and I didn't have my B12 receptors. They cut that off. So all this kind of damage. Then I said, look, I'm just going to die fat and happy. Then we have kids and that upped the ante, that raised the stakes. Now it was her, it was my mom telling me, it was the kids telling me, it was me being a bad example to my son, to my daughter. And then I was being selfish because at the time I was in my 30s. So being sick in your 30s means that you're not going to die tomorrow. That means you're going to be a burden on your family for 10 years until you die. So it was really a selfish act. It was worse.
Yeah.
So it was Tereza really assembled a nice team that supported me in really just taking it serious. The only switch that I needed to do was make it where now I'm in the business of losing weight. When I put my entrepreneur hat on, I said, now I'm going to document this. We're going to make it happen. And we're going to build a whole business and ecosystem around it.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
What made you want to go that business route? Was it just an extra motivator?
It was the only thing that was going to keep me interested.
I understand.
Because business is
It builds a structure.
Right. You're not
It's
going to
like
do a
he loves it.
podcast unless you do a nice set.
Correct.
You understand?
I
It's got
You have to be excited
You see
about
what I'm
it.
saying?
Right.
Like, it's
Yeah.
got to be something
Yes.
more than just a podcast.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that's me. It's got to be something more than, I didn't want to be Jared just, that's why I did competitions. I became a world champion. I did loose skin surgery. I did everything I needed to do to be the best in that category. Once I said, I'm going to do this, I want to be the best at it. That was it.
How do you think men can turn that switch on?
You have to find your why. For me, you know, it's more difficult when you have success because
You get
and when it's
comfortable.
more difficult when you have a woman that loves you, right? It's more difficult when you have a loving family,
Right.
Because you don't have a lot of reasons to really do it. So you have to dig deep. The thing about physical success, you can't buy it. Somebody can't do your push-ups. Somebody can't eat your meal plan. So it's one of the things you got to earn yourself.
Yes.
And when you think about the kind of disruption it does to your natural order of things, right? Besides having a busy schedule, if you're an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
it's just the hard in the beginning, very hard.
Yeah.
So you have to really dig deep. So for me, I had to gamify it. I had to think about things that were beyond me, like my wife and the kids and my
there
mom.
was accountability.
Accountability.
Too.
Yeah,
I mean,
coach.
The fact that
Very important.
we literally insulated ourselves and put a team together. You know, his mom was on meal prepping. You know, my mom was helping me with the kids because we had two very young
right.
children. My job was juicing and helping him stay on the vision.
That's
and
awesome.
Just motivating. And I even like making dream board photos of his head photoshopped on a six-pack guy and like printing it everywhere. So that was my job. Like, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You succeeded at everything. Like, this is nothing. This
What
is
an
nothing.
incredible partner.
Yeah, so like you have to get the team together. And I think one film that he watched, documentary, Fat, Nearly Sick,
Fat,
Dead,
sick, and nearly
that
dead.
one.
It's also
He
finding your
related
tribe.
to that,
Right.
Because the guy was also a very successful entrepreneur, also ballooned up to like over 300 pounds. Then he took it to the next level. He toured the entire United States,
Wow.
juicing from the back of his car. So to him, that was like, oh, that guy did it. I can do it. In fact, I'm going to film it. So that's
Got
where the
it.
inspiration of film came also, because he said, if I'm personally inspired by this guy, imagine how many guys could be inspired by my journey. Because
Yes.
I know I'm going to succeed. We've got the team. We've got the coaches. He even went the next route of hiring a coach from Ireland to come live with us.
Wow.
Yeah. In fact, we're going to Dubai. We're going to meet him for a reunion, and he has his own podcast. He's doing really well right
That's
now.
awesome.
So Anthony helped coach him in business, and he helped Anthony coach with
Yeah,
understanding
he had a
the
tattoo
macros.
on his arm when we did the FaceTime call. It said millionaire. I said, Mike, are you a millionaire? He said, no. I said, come live with me for a year. Teach me everything you know. I'll teach you everything. And he's now a millionaire.
That's
So,
incredible.
Yeah. So.
It just shows that when your mind is ready,
Mm-hmm.
what you can accomplish.
Yes.
And you put the right team around you to support you, anything's possible.
But
Yes.
you know, ready is very. It's a crazy thing to say that you're ready. And I personally have dabbled into so many worlds, in and out of worlds,
Yes.
learning new things, completely, constantly putting myself at a discomfort and at a disadvantage of being in circles I actually would have never imagined to be. So if you think of ready, I would have never been where I am if I waited for that ready. You know, I feel like the vision, the little bit of wish,
Right.
the team, and then like putting that accountability around yourself, where when you have that team, they're all gonna look at you like, hey, I'm here, I'm doing my part. What's your excuse, right? And then you do it once, you do it twice. After 21 days, which is one lunar cycle, once you like break your old habits, it becomes easier. Then I feel like the ready comes when you start seeing some results, right? Don't you agree with
It
that?
motivates you.
You know,
It motivates
like
you when
going
you
to the
get
gym.
good-ish at something.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching our daughter, for example. Our daughter Love, they just picked up pickleball. I used to be a ping pong champion in my country.
Cool.
So I know that that's an amazing sport for fast adaptation, flexibility in
Hand-eye
life.
coordination.
Hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
And when we interviewed Dr. Daniel Amen for Biohack Yourself documentary, he said that tennis, ping pong, pickleball is the best sport for your brain development.
Wow.
So we went all out because they were already doing the swim team. And we said, okay, the second one we're going to focus on competitive level is going to be pickleball. Our daughter was really slow to pick it up. And we changed a coach after a coach after a coach. And she was very discouraged because our son was picking it up and she wasn't. So it's hard to not compete or compare yourself. And she kept saying, I'm just not good at it. I'm like, you're not good at it because you continuously compare yourself to your little brother who's a boy and he's athletic. But if you think of, let's say, memorization of 5-page script, you're good at it, but he doesn't get discouraged because
Right.
he's being him. So stop comparing, A. And B, let's continue to change the coaches until you find somebody who you click with. So we found the coach. His name is Igor. She's now talks, dreams, and just literally breathes pickleball because she got good at it for literally 21 days session that we
awesome.
just did like almost every day with Igor. And she's now loving it. She's
understands
ready,
it now.
She's ready to take it to the competitive level.
That's
But
right.
also,
once she
he's
got
a
good at it.
he has a different approach. Technique is for him.
Precision.
Precision.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes her feel like, okay, I'm getting an extra level of coaching that's different.
Yeah.
Like because she's comparing coaches now. She's like, okay, there's deficiencies in the way I was learning. That's why. Like
How old is she?
9.
Wow. Very smart for 9-year-olds.
Yeah.
We've always raised our kids as little adults. Even
Yeah.
when I'd be changing diapers, I would just have a full-blown grown-up conversation. If I was, massaging them with the jojoba oil, let's say, skin oil, I would talk to them. The ingredients of this, it came from this country. This is why I prefer to use this. And I actually exaggerated everything when I would communicate with them when they were completely nonverbal. Because the child's brain develops up to 50% in that first year.
Yes.
So if you constantly baby talk with them, they're going to stay at that level. And they absorbed everything. And sometimes they come to us with these things like that, these concepts and language. I'm like,
interesting, yeah.
when did you learn that? It all goes into the subconscious. It all saves up there. So I encourage all the parents to talk mature talk
Yeah.
with their newborns.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
You mentioned something that you put yourself in uncomfortable places and uncomfortable situations. How does one develop that? How does one choose, okay, I'm going to choose to put myself in a situation that makes me uncomfortable. I'm going to go through it and I'm going to succeed.
I think it's my athletic background. Believe it or not, I was in a lot of competitive sports. I was a competitive Latin ballroom dancer as well, competitive ping pong champion, competitive volleyball player. I understood teamwork. I'm very sharp to adapt, and I almost have this relentless confidence that I can throw myself in the ocean and I'll get out on the other end, no matter what. Like, I'll survive and I will figure it out. I was also a pianist. I was a concert pianist. Like, I always was selected to play at different concerts. I was a singer. I was an artist. I did a ton of beautiful art. I took classes. So I think for all the parents listening, take your child to as many classes. Don't worry about perfection and excellence. A lot of parents tell me, hey, you're dabbling in a lot of sports. Hey, you're dabbling in a lot of dances. Your kids are going to become, what did I say? An expert, what's the
Jack of all
saying?
trades, master of none.
Yes.
And I'm like, it's okay, because they'll become an expert at life and figuring out whatever is thrown at them.
No,
this
well,
is the early stages to
One of the
develop that.
strategies that she's done is, like, let's say we put our kids in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, try it for 3 months, pull them away. Now they're in pickleball. We'll put them again like next year in jiu-jitsu, but they go in now already familiar.
Things have
They're more
settled in their
confident.
brains. It's
like
very interesting.
It's so
Yeah.
interesting how it clicks even fast. Rather than forcing it, just give them a little dabble, a little appetizer. Oh, this is familiar territory.
And it's not been easy, right? Because there's a
Right.
lot of competitive moms. You go into, let's say, a ballet thing, right? Now, this girl is getting selected to play in the team or to dance, and they get selected for the Nutcracker, whatever, right?
My sister with her niece, with my
with
niece,
your
and
niece.
with her daughter, yes.
So whichever industry we've dabbled into, there are those kids who take that one thing and they excel at it. So for my kids, it's always kind of been painful to be like, well, like, if I continue to do that, I would have been at that level. I'm like,
Right.
just trust the process. We're dabbling right now. And we're excelling at being flexible. We're excelling at learning everything at a fast pace.
Right.
No matter what's thrown at you. So I think for me, having that kind of confidence, but I also have Anthony Lolli backing me up. So if I fall, he's going to catch me when it comes to business, just savage mindset. And we have our talks, we have our business meetings at 5 a.m. in the morning, and he's still my mentor. And that's how kind of our relationship began. I love being his mentee. I love listening, absorbing, and coming at it from a point that he's like, whoa, you're at 300% now. So we have this relationship where I constantly want to make him excited about what I can achieve. Right? We
That's
have this
awesome.
really cool relationship.
Yeah, it's fun.
And he's like, okay, Tereza, now you're ready for the next level. You're ready? So we have this really awesome conversations. I love challenging myself. Like that's the point of life for me.
Yes.
You know how life has no meaning? There's all these mindset coaches, they say, life doesn't come with meaning installed in it. Like you give it meaning.
Of course.
So the meaning for me is constant competition with myself, constant growth.
Me against me.
Me against me into the new world, new environments, new industries, and figuring it out. That's how I keep my brain sharp. And now with all the peptides and biohacking, we're optimizing its next level.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Yeah.
What's biohacking? What does that mean to you? What is it? Because I've been hearing it as a buzzword, been thrown around. Let's go deep into it. What does it mean?
So biohacking is combining all of the ancient methods of all the civilizations where they've always naturopath themselves, right? There was no medication, there were no doctors. So you are combining all of that wisdom that's now being rehashed by some of the functional medicine practitioners.
All the shamans.
Exactly, and that's being brought on front stage by speakers and everything. But now we're combining that with the high tech, because in this world right now, tech is beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, understanding that you can supplement your red light. If you can't really get out on time to get that circadian rhythm, you can have a red light therapy. Same thing with, let's say, grounding. You're in Manhattan. You can't walk barefoot and ground and go hug a tree, but you can use a PEMF mat that can unclump your cells and help them act the way they're supposed to act. So for us, it's been so incredible finding out what a biohack means. What is biohacking? You're hacking your biology in ways that you're basically anti-hacking what the environment is doing to us.
Got it.
What the lifestyle is doing to us. Because that's what's really hacking us. So by biohacking, you are actually coming back to your natural state and allowing your cells to operate at their maximum potential.
There's a lot of sub-words, right? There's
Yeah.
lifespan. That's how long you're going to live. There's health span.
Okay.
How long you're going to live healthy, right? There's optimization, optimizing. For like athletes, they optimize their body. They optimize their biohacking, whether it's meal, sleep, whatever, recovery.
Like a Michael Phelps or something like that.
That's all biohacking. It's a broad definition.
Got it.
But, it's almost like, you could walk there, or you could take a car, or you could take a motorcycle, or you could take a bicycle. It all depends on the approach of what you want to take and where you are in your journey. Some people don't need to perform like an athlete mentally or physically. They just want to get up and live a decent life.
Yes.
And there's natural ways, but there's only so many things that your body can produce naturally. You might have disrupted something. It's almost like if you lost your leg.
Might have disrupted
let's
something.
say, God forbid, you lost a leg, right? You go to a functional medicine, in this case. What kind of leg do you want? Well, I just want to walk. Okay, good. Here's a wooden leg. What kind of leg do you want? Well, I want to be able to run every now and then. Okay, great. What kind of leg do you want? Well, I'm actually want to be an athlete. I want to race. It's a different leg.
Right.
So biohacking also allows you to work with a practitioner to optimize for your lifestyle and your intention.
There's levels. There's healing, there's maintaining, and then there's optimization.
Got it.
So we've gone through all of these stages. And I think we're really at the next level of what's after optimization, because we definitely, with our biomarkers, with our anti-aging profiles, we are optimized. If this is the top level of optimization that exists right now with all the top tech, top peptides, top vitamins, top hormones, we're there. So what's next? We're excited to find out that aspect of everything.
Well, we're making all these new discoveries, right?
Yeah.
With the Biohack Yourself documentary, that was a great overview.
Yeah.
Meeting all of these amazing, and not just meeting them.
Right.
We're immersive, so we put ourselves and with them. We're working with them. They're our personal doctors, our practitioners. We're taking their protocols.
We use their products.
We're on
take the
FaceTimes.
protocols.
We're at dinner with them. Our children play together. There's a lot of rapport. Now we do marketing for them, so we even know what else they're coming out with before they come out with it.
That's awesome.
But then we did
114 people for Biohack Yourself.
114 people.
In a matter of 8
and these
months.
people like Dr. Daniel Amen, he's worked with major celebrities.
Yes.
Justin Bieber, all these people. And we're benefiting from his knowledge base. And Gary Brecka, he's
Of
worked with all
course.
these people.
10X.
Yeah.
So-
Well, he no
He
longer.
was.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was, yes.
He's the ultimate human.
Yes.
Yeah. So we ended up doing a female documentary called Shield. You mentioned it in the intro. She Healed. That's
She healed.
Yeah. So it's like shield, like a shield, like that
Yes,
shield.
that
And
makes
then also
sense.
she healed. And it's about women and
Yeah.
what they need, because they're different than men.
Of course.
Because 80% of women are suffering with autoimmune conditions. Also, there's not any testing or research that's being done on women because we're complicated, because we have our cycles. Nobody wants to deal with that. So guess what happens? The doctors treat us as if we're small men. So with prescription
Really?
medication, they'll just
Yeah.
give you a smaller dose of what they would give it to a man.
They'll treat you like
So
that's-
you cannot treat a woman as
Yeah.
a small man.
That's
what
crazy.
JJ Virgin said, and it just hit me. And I was like, we're gonna do a whole documentary on just women's longevity.
Yeah.
Because after interviewing 114 people for Biohack Yourself, by the way, it's an incredible masterclass. It's on Amazon Prime. You can search, you could just type it up and watch it, right? Start your journey somewhere. We recognize that not much got covered on women longevity specifically. So Shield documentary stands to just uncover the secrets of how do women anti-age? How can you have,
Wow.
how can you push menopause until you're 60? Can you or you cannot? And in the interim, we discovered some incredible things like mitochondrial transplant. Like, how do you transplant the energy between your cells, right? So there's incredible genius people, and they say that they get downloads, and I almost believe it, but they discover these genius things right now that exist. They do gut microbiome banking. There's things like that where you can bank your gut microbiome through poop. You can bank it, and God forbid something happens and you have to like take antibiotics and you
incredible.
wipe out all your gut microbiome, you can go and take your supplements. It's kind of like placental supplements that's already widely accepted. This is a bit yuckier to understand, but if you're left with no options, you would go that
For sure.
direction and
Or
restore
even-
your microbiome.
Yes.
Or even hydrogen water, you know, those hydrogen bottles,
Yes.
and there's
Yeah.
hydrogen tablets.
Hydrogen
So
is
we've met
incredible.
people, multiple different founders of those companies, and we've met people that own the institutes that study
What's the
molecular
benefit
hydrogen.
of hydrogen?
There's so many benefits.
Hydrogen is the smallest molecule on Earth.
Okay.
So when you inhale hydrogen or you lay in a bath, hydrogen bath, it penetrates your cells. It penetrates, like the smallest molecule can go and hydrate yourself on the cellular level.
Really?
So what happened, why do I respect hydrogen therapy? Because we were at the end of our journey, and I'll touch base on that, but we were really on a path to heal our son, Legend, who was misdiagnosed 7 times. I'll talk about that in a minute. But our daughter also had
7 times. That's so
7
stressful.
times. It's so stressful on why can't 2 doctors give me the same misdiagnosis? Like, give me the same diagnosis and I promise you I'll take the medication. But no, it was 7 different floppy misdiagnoses. With each misdiagnosis came a medication.
Wow.
And later on, when we did discover what his issue was, which was a genetic mutation, MTHFR gene mutation that Gary Brecker talks about all the time, he just couldn't detox the mold that was in his system from our HVAC system. And I bet like 90% of the United States population has mold in their HVAC system. It's very hard to catch. But if you have an MTHFR gene mutation, your detox pathways are not working properly. So yeah, you need to supplement yourself and you need to do detox protocols, which we did for our son. Turns out the kid is a genius and he's a now successful actor and a real estate entrepreneur at just the age of 7. So had we taken the medication, we did all of that. You're laughing, but I pushed the hardest to make him successful.
It's incredible.
So it could be a slap on the medical system's face because you were calling him autistic. You were calling him like he had Lyme disease. You were saying he had a restless leg syndrome, which I still don't know what that means. Like, what is a restless leg syndrome? What's the cure for that? Can you imagine?
No.
They gave me an iron supplement, liquid iron, for him to take to cure his restless leg syndrome. Later on, when we discovered he has the MTHFR mutation, he cannot break down iron that is not methylated. That would have gone and become heavy metal load in his body, in his brain.
Probably would have given him autism.
Thank you. So you understand
Yes.
it. How horrific everything is. So this is why we made it our mission to bring biohacking
Wow.
and all these hacks to the masses. Like, question everything. This is my motto. Question everything. Get 10 answers. Do not just go to one doctor who says, this is what we're going to do to you or your child. But anyway, back to the hydrogen therapy. Our daughter had a lymph node. Our daughter was always the healthy one, you know, everything was perfect. All of a sudden, at 2 or 3 years old, she grew this lymph node, which most of the doctors said, you know, don't worry, it's her lymphatic system battling some sort of infection.
Looked like half a golf ball coming out of her neck.
It was huge.
Yeah.
And I was told to ignore it. And then after 2 to 3 years, I was like, okay, it's still here. Should I still keep ignoring it? I was told to, you know, it could be bad. Like, let's just get a biopsy. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't want no metal touching her. The moment you cut it, you're creating scar tissue. You're spreading something. If it is something, let's not do that. Let's discover something else. So we went relentless looking for answers through Biohack Yourself documentary. Like, that was our search to heal our daughter. That was our search to meet that next person that will finally uncover what's happening.
When we sit down and we interview with someone, we're interviewing about working with them to help us.
Yeah.
So it's not like a regular interview. It's like we're trying to give them the job of healing us.
Right.
So in that discovery of interviewing them, they're like, you know who else you need to talk to is such and such. So
it's really a documentary, not really an interview, right?
Because
it's a documentary.
Of our journey of like finding solutions to heal. Like I said, first phase of healing, that was Biohack Yourself documentary, discovering the truth.
It's like a documentary, had a baby with a podcast, had a baby with a masterclass, had a baby with an expo. Because a lot of these people have products and they're explaining it to us like this is how it works, this is what it is. You know, often they're gifting it to us, but they're saying, I created this because I had the same problem with my kids, or I had the same problem with my family. So a lot of pain to purpose stories. So it's not like just some big corporation. We sat down with the actual humans.
Yeah.
And so.
But anyway, at the end of the journey, we found out that our daughter needed hydrogen baths. And so for an entire week, David Perez, he's actually in Biohack Yourself documentary, he's like, just come on over. Come to my wellness center in San Diego. I'll sink her in hydrogen bath, and it's going to be gone.
We took both grandmas there, too.
Both grandmas, the whole family flew over. And our daughter, Love, was in hydrogen bath in the morning, oxygen bath in the afternoon, red light bed in the afternoon also, and then another hydrogen bath in the evening. So this was like a whole day thing for 7 days. Her entire golf ball disappeared.
In 7 days.
In 7 days.
Done.
Wow.
It opened up and it hydrated her lymphatic system, and she was pooping her brains out.
Wow.
But I'm talking about as if you're taking, what is the thing, diuretic?
Full cleanse.
Like you're taking one of those
Yes.
poop supplements?
Yes.
That's what it seemed
She was
like.
laughing, jumping, glowing.
She was,
Incredible.
after being in the red light bed for 4 minutes, she would come out, and every time we were already filming it, she'd be running up and down the aisle, laughing her tail off. I was like, what's happening with you? She's cry laughing. Imagine the amount of energy, the ATP, they call that ATP, that's created inside of her cells. You're hydrating it, you're energizing it. What's gonna happen? The cell is gonna be grateful, and it's gonna operate at its best ability to detox yourself, to give you the best health.
incredible.
So on a little human being, we observed the benefits of hydrogen therapy, oxygen baths combined with red light bed. Like, we can't unsee that.
Right.
So we believe in biohacking. And you can't do that naturally either. You know, as much as, then she would need to go to Hawaii for like 2 months, literally go on the beach and walk on that healing waters of salt and take sun. But then you also have to be careful from the sun exposure and the skin. So I would just much rather go do it.
Right.
This is what
And
biohacking
that's
is.
the thing.
environment.
Control the
We
environment.
met the people that have the reps, right? They have the repetition of clients and of transformation. So because of who we were in the industry, we had access. And now we want to give that access. Because not everybody has millions of dollars and
Right.
are a person where you could make a phone call and they're like, I know who you are. Yes, you could come talk to me.
Right.
But we're bringing that to the masses where we're like, you know, if you really
You're
want to
using
learn.
your influence to help everyone.
That's what it is. Yeah.
And we're also bringing some really amazing underdogs, like real functional medicine doctors that are changing lives behind the scenes. And they have telemedicine, like Dr. Betty Murray, for example. She is in SHIELD, like Dr. Dana McGrady. Like, they do incredible, they'll test you in every single way, hormones, deeper hormone panel,
Wow.
not just the regular hormone panel,
Right.
deeper blood work. And they put all of it together as a puzzle. And they say this hormone is dominant because this vitamin is low and it's triggering this and that. They'll give you an entire Zoom overview. They sit there for an hour reviewing everything. And then they also are very patient, the functional medicine practitioners. They'll give you a protocol and they say, let's try this for 3 months. We're gonna go through this phase of understanding what your body takes on, what it rejects. It's a living organism. You don't just say, yeah,
Right.
go take this medication, it's gonna work. So that's what we love. We love the personalized approach. We love the human approach, and this is who we brought on our Shield documentary mainly, are doctors who take on patients.
Do you know what I find very interesting? How they had to label it functional medicine. To me, that's just medicine.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with our medical system that you guys had to go out and create all this and discover all this?
From what we understood is that the regular medical system treats each organ separately, and it doesn't look at the body as an overall. A functional medicine practitioner would look at your bone density even, combined with your hormones, and really understand what is impacting
The entire system as a whole.
The entire system. And also would kind of give you prognosis. If you continue on this life path, you may have osteoporosis. You may get into Alzheimer's or something like that, right? So let's combat that right now in herbal supplements and with detox pathways. Let's first detox your gut if you want to fix your foggy brain, right? So they're looking at an overall system versus, you have a kidney stone, let's just hit that.
To a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Yes.
And most doctors, they're seeing people like cattle, boom, 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 boom. And it's almost like being in the war and you see the war medic, like, okay, amputate the leg, move on. Like, I'm just trying to save your life. They don't have the time.
How do we change this?
Well, I mean, it's really, you have to vote with your dollars, right? It's just knowledge. If you really want to start your journey with a functional get your blood panels, really have a person quarterbacking and orchestrating, but you have to be your own health detective.
Yes.
Right? And you have to be simpatico. There has to be rapport, respect. That functional medicine doctor has to have a lot of reps under their belt too. So it all depends.
You have to be in charge of your health.
Yes.
I always say that. Like, you are in charge, and this, unfortunately, right now, your health is like a part-time job. So in a very inexpensive way, you can stay on top of your health. And I understand that functional medicine is not covered by insurance, and I understand it could totally add up. But if you're in the business of understanding your body, even a regular blood work that is covered by insurance, you have ChatGPT now.
Right.
Why don't you upload it there and really just start understanding what are you lacking in? Maybe watch the Biohack Yourself documentary. Maybe start taking this, perfect amino, for example, right? Dr. David Minkoff came with this, I call this the miracle supplement, the perfect amino that has 9 amino acids. So you're not taking protein powder, but you're taking the perfect aminos, the building blocks of your cells. Start taking that at the minimum to maintain muscle. If you can't go work out, right, you maintain your muscle. Simple things like you can afford buying an iPhone. So why don't you put some money behind and get a detox infrared sauna, let's say, right? Therasage is featured in Biohack Yourself. They have a portable infrared sauna that can fit anywhere. It can fit in a studio. You could just zip it up and you detox yourself on regular basis. And I think the thing is like $900.
Yeah.
And you look at Black Friday sales or whatever, like, stay on top of that. Instead of staying on top of the Black Friday to go shopping at Macy's and blow $1,000 on the new, glasses and shades. And people have money. Like, I've watched people blow money on things that really don't build your cells.
Right.
So if you just obsess over health and understand that, and especially right now in this environment where the air is dirty, the water is dirty, that, RFK and the new administration is trying to change things and clean up the food supply. But by the time that really catches up, you're still living right now.
Right.
So try to clean up your sewage system, try to detox yourself, try to take some supplements. Vitamin D is almost like a must. I take now a 10,000 IU vitamin D. I used to be 1,000 thinking, yep, I'm taking vitamin D, like I'm good. No, you're not. The low vitamin D had cost me my testosterone and my estrogen to get all out of whack. So now that I fixed my vitamin D with 10,000 IU, all of a sudden I'm optimized on my hormonal level.
I think I'm at 15,000.
You're at 15?
Yeah.
Wow, good for you.
Wow.
There's a 50,000 IU vitamin D that I saw, and that, like, my mom got prescribed, and she was starting to experience early onset memory loss. Turns out her vitamin D is so low.
Wow.
Turns out there's a genetic mutation that's not absorbing. You could be under the sun all you want. It's just not methylating into what it needs to methylate.
Right.
So
And
she-
me on the other spectrum, I can overindulge in vitamin D.
Yeah.
I have to take less sun.
Yeah, he was
So-
almost vitamin D toxic
Right.
for a
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
Wow.
It's all personalized. Like, I love the DNA tests. Love it. Like, I put our entire family on that. You know,
We
I
have
was actually
multiple DNA companies we've interviewed. One
Yeah.
of them is 10X.
Okay.
Elena
Yeah.
Cardone. She's actually in 2 documentaries. We had her in,
Yeah. In
the
the
Super
Super
Lollies
Lollies.
documentary, and then she came on to the Shield documentary. And
Makes sense.
her
Yeah.
business is basically they do the test and then they give you a custom supplement.
and you don't
that
have to worry
you don't
about
have to worry
taking
about
one
anything.
of this, a drop of that.
Yeah.
It's in a pouch
Yeah,
based on what you're
Customized
methylating.
for you.
For you.
Based
For you,
on
for
your
your
DNA.
DNA.
that's it.
That's
yeah,
And that's the bare minimum
Yeah.
you can do, right? The bare minimum is
How much
supplement.
is something like that?
How much is the test?
Yeah.
The tests are close to like 300-ish.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
It's
No,
not
they're
too
not bad.
bad.
No. They're not
And then the
bad.
monthly supplements are like 150, I think 180. And you know, you just put your card on auto pay and then
Right.
just
it's
they
like
ship you
2
a monthly.
restaurants.
Yeah.
Right.
2 restaurant meals.
Right.
That's really what
Yeah.
it boils down to.
Another one that I
Optimize your
love-
health so you can be at your best every single day. Come on.
Yeah.
It's almost a no-brainer.
Yeah.
All of our genes, like almost every single human being has compromised genes.
Yes.
Brecca calls it genetic mutations, but Kim, the owner of SNP Diagnostics, she said it's gene expressions. They're just expressing themselves differently. They're just not methylating this or this or that.
Well, SNP Diagnostics is another DNA company. They do it
Yeah.
when you're pregnant too. Like they're
Theirs
next
is
level.
amazing. They actually test about 130 SNPs. And again, same thing, a pouch for a monthly
Yeah.
supplement. And all of a sudden your genes act as if they don't have any breakages. Can you imagine?
No, it's crazy.
That's what biohacking is about. Because look, through these generations, through the industrial
Wow.
era, through the wars and all the toxins,
All the plastic.
plastic, the 70s, the 80s, the amalgams, the mercury, like everything that's
drugs.
being done on us,
Yeah.
right? Drugs, birth control,
Vaccines.
whatever. You have passed down gene breakages from generation to generation, which is why autism right now is dominating.
Yeah.
Because finally it got to this generation where they're being born with these mutations, and one little mold breaks them apart, right?
Crazy.
So understanding your DNA, your makeup, your mutations, your expressions, call it whatever, is like number one. Another company is DNA Life. They're also featured in our Shield documentary. DNA Life is very, very hands-on. They take your DNA swabs, you send it to them, they schedule a Zoom with you. They literally tell you, you have this, that could cause this in the future. You have that could cause this. So you're gonna take this supplements. They even gave us,
Wow.
because we're actually thinking of having 2 more kids, they gave us like egg optimizer. Like, they're amazing, these companies. Personalized. You understand? You can do it on your own. You can just buy the test, do your swabs, get your results, and they all have payment plans too. I bet if somebody can afford it, they can reach out to the
Right.
company and say, hey, can you like spread it into $20 a month or $50 a month at no interest? We've seen companies do that because they're also eager to help humanity.
Right. I'll make sure to add all these links below in
Yeah.
the description for sure.
Yeah.
I want to go into postpartum with you. My wife had really bad postpartum after our first kid.
Okay.
Took her about 9 months after he was born to really get accustomed to being a mother, to accept being a mother, to connect with our son. What is that process like? How can men better understand and support their wives during this process?
So from my perspective, my whole journey for myself started from my postpartum collapse, I call it. Mine wasn't as much emotional. as it was physical. I broke out in eczema. I had rashes all over me.
Wow.
And I thought I was the healthiest pregnant person. Like, I'm Armenian and I ate healthy and I ate my salads. So postpartum begins preconception.
If you want a real Ray-Ban, this is your chance. I use this one, the Ray-Bans from Meta. Advanced technology, premium quality, and let me tell you something. You can get one right now for real cheap. Click on that link below and get your own Ray-Bans from Meta at a great discount. No catch, no cap. You want to save money and get great quality? Click on that link below. Don't miss out. Okay.
Let me be clear about that.
Got it.
Which is why we're actually planning
not
on
know that.
doing a documentary on how do you biohack yourself pre-conception.
Okay.
You have to cleanse your body. You have to detox it. Little did I know after I was hit with my postpartum collapse that I was glyphosate toxic. How would you even know that?
I don't know what that means.
Right. You are overloaded on glyphosates because I was overloading myself with salads and broccolis
The
to give my
pesticides
children
that they put on
nutrition. Had I known, I was giving my child a complete detox
That's
nightmare
insane.
and myself. So we're gonna cover that in our documentary. You have to detox yourself. You have to detox your husband. That's where it comes. Like, the husband support is, I'm here. Because the woman needs to take charge in this situation. Like, you are the president. You're the head of HHS in your own house. You're the RFK of your household, be it for your mother, for your uncles, for your nieces, nephews, your children, your grandparents, like everyone. Take that responsibility in a very serious way. Like, that's what I took the responsibility. And when you go through testing your egg quality, testing the sperm quality, for the men, just cooperate. Cooperate. If you have an intuition of, well, that doesn't look right, should we do this and whatever, talk to your wife or wife-to-be, really understand it. Like, go to a functional medicine practitioner, do the DNA testing far beyond the DNA testing that they do, the little things, the 2 or 3 genes that they test at a prenatal. It's too late. You're already 4 months pregnant when they're testing your DNA.
Yeah, what's that gonna do?
Like, what's that gonna do? Oh, abort, because you have a higher chance of giving birth to
It's
a
like
non-optimal baby.
when we were with Robert F. Kennedy
late.
Jr.
Makes no sense.
in Biohack, he said the kids are swimming in a toxic soup
Yeah.
even before they're born
Yeah.
because of what's the environment is doing.
That's crazy.
So,
So-
preparation.
Preparation. I mean, look, people go like, okay, you want to get a college degree, right? Because you're preparing for this job, right? The job is when your baby's born. Think of the preparation that you do for a corporate job.
Oh.
You go to like high school, exams, a whole college degree of 4 years, and even some internships.
Yes.
Then you get your job. Now you're qualified to even have a job at a lower level. That needs to be done for kids. I think so, because of what we're swimming in. And I feel like the EMF is also a big component. Like, we wear our Aries all the time. This is supposed to mitigate your EMF in surrounding you. We mitigate our entire home with EMF. So that's another thing. Like, when you become pregnant, you have to wear EMF blocking clothing all around your belly. You cannot allow your seed at the most developing stages of their brain to be bombarded. And I see women with their bellies and their cell phones right here. There's so much that goes into it. Once you learn, you can't unlearn. So I just advise for everyone, before you even have a child, please take it seriously. Take a whole year to detox yourself and your partner. Do your blood work, do your hormones. Wow. Because if your hormones are not optimal right now, your postpartum is gonna
be a mess. Wow. That's crazy.
But it's actually not so overwhelming. So I may sound a little scary, but I've only been into this for 2 years, really, just like learning everything. And it is overwhelming at first, but this is why we created Biohack Yourself Media on Instagram, Biohack Yourself Magazine, Biohack Yourself documentaries. So just take that step. We'll get you from pre-K level to at least a 6th grade level. I promise you, you can skip all of this research and wasting a lot of money and time, and you'll get to a certain level where you can start now adding to that. On your own.
We're experts in who the experts are.
Yeah.
You understand? That's
guys are the
the
plug.
skill set. That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
That's the skill set we have.
Wow.
We're not practitioners. We're not telling you what to do, but we could certainly point you in the right direction of the people that have told us what to do, that have worked. Like case in point is our biological dentistry documentary that we're flying out to do. I almost died in July.
Really?
I had a sinus infection from a poor implant that was put in. Sinus lift.
And the bone grafting
yeah.
that they used was not a good bone grafting material. And they also poked a hole in the sinus. That bone grafting material went into his
Oh
sinus,
my
blocked everything
It was
up.
it nearly killed me in July, but it was festering, right? So we were filming multiple documentaries. We did this big premiere in December. On December 15th, we called it the Oscars of Longevity. Everybody from the Shield documentary, from Biohack Yourself, even the dental one, flew down. We did like a big gala.
So cool.
It was awesome that they all came down and we had them in tuxedos. They never really dress up.
We had step and repeat,
Yeah.
videographers, paparazzi,
Yeah.
interviews.
Oh,
It was
that's
amazing.
awesome.
And so it was festering then. I didn't realize it. And then we ended up doing
We produced the Maha
the
Bowl.
Maha Ball. So Robert
for
F. Kennedy
RFK.
Were you
Jr.
in pain?
What was that?
you
No,
in
but my
pain?
nose was starting to feel weird. It was
Okay.
sniffly.
He was
Something was going on
congested.
with my eyesight.
Got it.
I was like not hearing. It was kind of weird, but we were so busy. Like, you're in it.
Right.
You're not really paying attention.
Yeah.
Then we
Adrenaline.
did the ball for Robert F. Kennedy in Washington on Inauguration Day. It was freezing cold, January 20th. And I'm thinking maybe I got a cold or something, let it go. Then all of a sudden it just came out of nowhere and just got really intense.
When we
and
came back
Yeah.
and his cortisol calmed down, it actually got worse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we were thrown to ENT and this one and that one, and nobody's giving us answers. The CAT scan can't even see. It's so congested. So finally, we discovered a biological dentist, Dr. Andres Fernandez, in Costa Rica.
Wow.
And we flew right there.
Well, before that, you assembled the medical board, which was everybody from the
yeah,
documentary.
Dr. David Minkoff, Dr. Mark Gordon, my peeps,
Carlos
you know,
Bertonati,
Carlos Bertonati,
and Miguel, who's like, yo, I had the same thing. You better go see this dude because I almost died from it.
Yeah.
So I go see the dude, and the guy's like, you're going to die in a week. He goes,
Just like that.
Just like that. You're going to die in 1 week. He
Because
goes,
the
you
moment
need
it
to
becomes-
right now.
it goes to your
I
brain.
said, but doc, the ENT prescribed me an antibiotic. He said, you need to go first, get a PICC line. You have to get intravenous IV into your heart in order to save you. You have to find another maxillofacial specialist
Actual
to go in,
surgeon.
a surgeon. He goes, unfortunately, everybody that sees me is gonna die in a week. So I'm booked. I can't move anybody around.
That's
But you gotta go see this dude in
Everyone
Costa.
that's gonna see me is gonna die. Got
Right.
it.
So he's
They're
like,
already at that
you
level.
need to find me, another me. And we found this world-renowned guy in Costa Rica, called him up. Thank God for Tereza's
He
medical
opened up-
board. Everybody said, you got to see this guy. And then we flew out there. He's like, yeah, we got to go right now. And we did a surgery, everything. I had a hose coming out of my nose.
No, they actually even opened a new drainage
Yeah.
pathway right now.
Yeah.
They had to open a new bone pathway.
He
for him
removed
to
my
drain.
entire sinus. He goes, and on camera, he's like, this right here, it's all infected. Look at the
infected.
infection. It was so intense.
I know
It
we're
was like-
laughing about it, but the moment they put the
Well, you can laugh now about it, right?
Yeah.
But look, he still has recovering to do.
Yeah.
Right? But this is why, like, we gamify health too. So it becomes fun even when it's like tragic.
Right.
He was like, baby, if I don't make it, just don't release the movie. Literally. I was like, this guy is something else. Then he wakes up from his anesthesia and he's like, go biohack yourself. And he's like, they're taking the tube out. Like, he's literally. So I think the fun of it and the gamification of everything is like helping us get through this most
Yes.
dramatic.
Oh.
Because there's videographers, there's crew.
Her
So
mom.
like, I'm not going to
We
be
did her mom.
a child about this. Yeah, we did our mom. So Dr. Jay Gandhi, who we discovered from doing a podcast with Brecca, actually. He is Brecca's personal dentist. We flew to him. He tested my mom because my mom's coming up all perfect with her, with her body, her organs, her blood, her hormones are fine. She's 62. Losing her memory though, because, losing her green card and leaving a plastic container on the stove, like weird things, right? In the last 2 years, we're noticing it more and more. And Dr. Jay Gandhi does a cone beam scan. which is the better way of the x-rays, because you get to like see everything deep. You could see cavitations, you could see mold, you could see bacteria.
Is that of the face?
Of the teeth,
Got
yes, everything. So he did it. He's like, yeah, like your mom needs the entire upper arch removed because she has 11 root canals. And I don't know if you know anything about root canals, but right now it's really being debunked. And you know, back when they started doing the root canals, it was all for good purposes because they wanted to keep the face structure in place. They wanted to keep the teeth in, except they didn't realize that they're keeping a dead tooth plus some of the other tiny roots that may be infected in your mouth while they just remove the main root. So you remove the main root, you kill the tooth, and you keep the dead tooth in your mouth.
Right.
So parasites, bacteria, overgrowth. And in my mom's case, since she got these done in Armenia with some old Soviet Union type of doctor, he decided to put a metal post in her instead of her root to keep the tooth sturdy, because you just want the tooth in there. So no matter, whatever it takes, we're going to put a metal post that we don't care if it's metal in your body, keeping a dead tooth in your body. And then on top of that, because he couldn't pour filling in there because the hole was too much, he put a metal cap on there. So now we have metal on metal and a dead tooth, 11 of them in my mother's mouth. So Dr. Jay Gandhi saves my mother's life, just like Dr. Andres Fernandez saves my husband's life. So we remove everything. We're literally seeing mold.
Mold, dude, mold.
Overgrowth in metal. Like, it's disgusting.
Crazy.
But he used some of the most renowned techniques that biological dentists are now using. This is why we're filming Biological Dentistry documentary. With ozone therapy. We use Promolife ozone. We used Photona laser. And he cleaned the jaw bone. So not only he's cleaning the inside, I mean, my mother's gums were almost purple. So not only he removed everything, but you need to clean the interior bone and cavitations and bacteria. And then we implant ceramic implant. Our preferred implant is SDS. I don't know if you've heard about them. They're making a big play. They're the most non-inflammatory implants out there, that if you put it in, it's not causing any autoimmune conditions.
Wow.
So
the body accepts it well.
Body accepts it well. It doesn't mess with your meridians, because now, you know, now what the biological dentists are saying is that the mouth is the gum. The mouth is the gut. So whatever is in your mouth, it defines your gut and the rest of your body.
I guess that makes sense, right?
Makes so much sense.
The food starts here.
That's it.
Food, the gums, the teeth. Dr. Jay Gandhi showed me a parasite that he pulled out of somebody's gum that could have then traveled to the brain. So what you do with your gums, what you do with the bone grafting, people put bone graft like it's no big deal. This bone graft is gonna live in your gums forever. So we use Osteogene. Osteogene is like one of the best bone grafting that your body accepts. It's non-inflammatory. Then you put the SDS in there, you're in good hands.
That's the thing about this documentary. First of all, there's world-renowned biological dentists. Like, not everybody, just because they call themselves biological, they're not.
Or get a certification.
Right. They have to be even approved. So all the equipment, like what she's talking about, the laser or the bone graft, they actually have to okay you to use it, because they want to make sure you're not doing malpractice.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have another Dr. Jerry Curatola.
Dr. Jerry Curatola.
He's like
the father of biological.
The father of it.
He's got the megaphone. He's the loudest about anything that's being done the wrong way. So
he has big Hollywood celebrities that we can't mention, but they go to him. He's shown us politicians, like the real people.
Yeah.
They actually go biological.
Yes.
You would think they're going traditional. No, they care about, because they have 100 reasons to live.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
And Dr. Dahme, he's gonna do some procedures on him, some procedures on myself. Yeah. The cavitations is a big deal. When they take out your wisdom teeth, right? An extraction. How can you mess up an extraction, right? You just take it out, sew it back in. That's an extraction in the traditional dentistry.
Right.
But now they're discovering when they take a tooth out, the reason they're taking it out is something's wrong with that tooth. There's maybe an infection, or the tooth is not doing well. So when they take it out, they've put the bone grafting in there so you can sustain your bone structure so nothing sinks in.
Right.
But then they also have to clean it with ozone, right, before they close it down. the traditional dentists don't do that. They don't go that extra route, whereas they do that. So now my wisdom teeth were removed in Armenia, and now I have major cavitation. So that with the cone beam scan, you can actually see black, like it's all festering infections.
Yes.
And these are connected to my heart. So those people who get a heart attack in their sleep.
And they don't know why.
They don't know why. Healthy, they get a heart attack. Could have just been a cavitation.
My friend's dad died of a heart attack last year, 59 years old.
Yeah.
It's like that, gone.
Yeah.
Gone. It could have been heartburn cavitations.
Wow. What you guys are doing is really God's work.
Thank you.
No, it really is,
I got
because
goosebumps.
no, it really is. It's you are providing access to a medical part of the world that very few people have access to.
Yes.
Yes.
And you are teaching, you are leading, you are basically guinea pigging yourselves through it.
Thank you. I said that before the beginning.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just us, our mothers, our children.
Yeah.
Like we're putting our lives, we're on the slab. We're
Yes.
there. You know what I mean?
You're at the
By the
front
way-
line.
Yeah.
And our dog. So now our dog is 10 years old and he's got dental issues. I was
Okay.
just at a dental office yesterday. I found the most holistic vet in Boca Raton, and they have this non-anesthetic dentist. They do it nicely, gently. They hold the dog, they're petting, they do the removal of the tartar. And then they said his back molars are actually very infected. You may need to get them removed. And when I asked them, how are we going to get them removed? There is no biological dentistry yet in pets. So I'm calling on all biological dentists. Can somebody train a vet? Because my dog needs, if they take it out and the thing is infected, they need to clean it with ozone. So
You're
where's
creating a whole new industry.
I want to. I want to. For my pet, because if they just take it out and close it down, it's going to happen what's happening to me. And then my dog is not going to have a healthy life towards the end of his years.
You guys don't take no for an answer.
Nope. We do not.
Yeah.
That's incredible. How do you guys feel about Eastern ways to cleanse, like combo and things like that? Do you know what that is?
Combo?
Combo.
I don't know.
It's a frog poison
Oh, interesting. I
where
actually haven't-
you, with the shaman,
Yeah.
they burn 3 dots on your shoulder and they put the poison
Oh,
in your
I've
body.
heard of it. Yeah, yeah.
About 15 minutes, and you puke your brains out and you cleanse your entire body.
That's very interesting.
We're talking to some very high level people about doing a psychedelic spiritual documentary.
Like more like quantum that
Yeah.
includes the psychedelics and
Yes.
the shamans and all. I think that's the next level
Yeah.
for
Okay.
us to go. So I
Yeah.
can't speak on that.
Yeah,
we
we
do know
don't-
about the blue scorpion venom
Yeah, there's blue scorpion venom
by
for
my
healing.
our co-Armenian doctors.
Yeah.
And that's anti-inflammatory. I've used it on my dog when he busted his paw.
I used
The
it also
back.
when
It
I had
helped.
my sinus infection.
helped.
A lot of UFC
Yeah.
at Joe Rogan just talked about it. Like it's a very good product for anti-inflammation.
But we don't know about the frog
The frog
poison.
thing, I've heard of it. I've seen it. But we're excited about making that discovery and really just letting the top experts guide us.
Yeah.
And it'll come up, I'm sure. It's in
For
that
sure.
world. It's like a cousin of that.
I
Yeah.
did it last year.
Wow.
And
Intense. Very, very intense. You technically die for like a second
Wow.
because you're putting a poison in your body. It's
Yeah.
killing you
Wow.
for 12 minutes until you barf everything out.
did you videotape everything? to, like-
Everything. I have it.
so you
Wow.
see yourself
Oh,
dying?
yes. You see
How did
yourself
that
dying.
look? I wanna see this video.
Scary. I can show it. I can send it to you.
Please, I wanna see
I
it.
was drenched in sweat.
Wow.
Yes. Black things came out of me.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
So then did you do a whole panel of testing before and after to like see?
That's a great point. The answer is no.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you went through
The answer
all
is
that.
Yes. But I
Okay.
want to do it again.
So let's do
now,
all your
yes.
panels. Can I put you in touch with one of the best functional
Please.
meds?
100%.
You go through entire panel.
Let's do it.
Do it again.
Yes.
And then we do post.
Let's do it.
Because we love science and we love
Yeah.
testing. We do test, no guess.
Yes.
Don't guess. So we want to see what happened pre and post.
That's a
Okay,
great idea.
game on.
Let's do
Since
it.
you want to be the guinea pig
I
of the
have
frog
no
poison,
problem.
let's do
Do
that.
it, yes.
I don't think I'm there yet.
Yeah, it's super
okay.
intense.
Deal.
Like, your mind goes into a weird place like, don't die, don't die, don't kill me, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And then you come back to life.
Interesting.
We had a very funny experience close to like the whole dying thing,
Yeah.
but it was an accidental overdose on THC.
It was like a
Yes.
mushroom. Yeah,
But we
mushroom.
didn't know. It was like, because we get packages now of products like, hey,
Yes.
the editors-in-chiefs of Biohack Yourself,
Yes.
try my product, because only the ones that we trust we allow to advertise. So you can imagine we have
You guys
boxes
were
upon
high.
boxes. We were not just high, we were almost poisoned because we thought it was a brain gummy or something.
Got it. So
And we were literally getting ready to travel for the Oscars of longevity. So
Oh
game
my.
on. I mean, the entire crew of 100 is relying on us. The cast of S.H.I.E.L.D., we were filming at the same time. We have trips. Our kids are traveling with us, nannies. all
valuable
this.
lesson learned.
Yeah.
A week before, we both basically died and came back. We felt like our body, like I personally felt like my body was leaving my soul and I was hallucinating. I was saying, please don't leave my body. Like it was really crazy. So we
Wow.
had an experience like that. It wasn't healing.
Right.
It was traumatic. I need a
Yes.
shaman just to untraumatize me from that.
I know a really good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Game on.
And we did
I think
ayahuasca
we have
together
to do some
after
things
doing
together.
combo. So that was
Okay.
cool.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah. Wow. What's next for you guys? You told me that you're starting a journey as of today, right?
Exactly. So we're starting the journey of the biological dental documentary set to film in 5 different countries.
Wow.
We're going to Switzerland and Germany and Dubai and Saudi and then LA and then Texas in March.
Do
Well,
the kids come with you?
kids
Yeah.
are coming with us.
Yeah.
They're
Awesome.
also going through their own because 9-year-old, she's having crowding and that's when the braces and all the wrongdoings, believe
Got
it
it.
or not, that start in childhood.
I bet.
You know, our son was
Yes.
being pushed to do a root canal. I didn't do that again. We didn't take a yes or a no for an answer. We didn't take no answer. Don't take any answer. Go for 10. So the journey is biological dentistry right now. We are all in. We're actually fixing all of us. And we applied for my dad's Schengen visa because he's in Armenia right now to fly to Germany. So we're going to take care of our whole family. We're
That's
going to
incredible.
start an industry for pets to have biological dentistry for pets.
Wow.
Please message me because I'm looking for somebody. Next is
Well, we
our
have a lot of journalism happening.
Media
right now.
company,
Media.
yeah.
Like right now, the industry loves how we're shining a light to the industry. So now we have 17 journalists. So they're like, can you please come cover the event? So we're now going to Saudi Arabia.
we're going to cover the Global Health Summit
Yeah,
in
Global
Saudi,
Health. We're
in
doing the
Riyadh.
Xenos Health Summit as
As
well.
media partners, Xenos
Yeah.
Health Summit. Xenos is amazing. Mazen, who's a friend, dear friend, he threw this whole summit together in Riyadh.
Yeah.
And we
Well,
were
he has a
like,
product called Xenos.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he owns several pharmacies, so he really understands compounding and formulas.
he's bringing this luxury feel to this summit. He's got some of the biggest speakers, Mark
Yeah.
Hyman, Gary Brecka, Amy Shah.
A lot of people that are in our documentaries
Yeah.
are speaking at his event.
Big
so it's
reunion.
all big reunion.
But very upscale. Like you're
yes.
going to be served food and there's going to be
Yeah.
opportunities to talk to the experts. It's there's going to be all of the elite from Saudi and Dubai. They're going to come and
Yeah.
attend as attendees.
It's
so
top
he's also
level.
bringing next level eyeballs on the industry.
Yeah, it's like $6,000 to attend.
We're
So
also
it's real
covering the
people.
Pickleball World Cup. We're covering UFC events.
We did Miami Swim Week.
And New York Fashion Week.
Because our journalists we want to interview health trillionaires. We don't care about money.
Yeah.
We care about what you do for health.
Got it.
So we're interviewing people like supermodels. It turns out one of the big supermodels we interviewed was like, I had Hashimoto's and I was ugly. I saw a functional medicine doctor. All of a sudden, I fixed myself up. Now I'm pretty. Now I'm a supermodel.
Yeah.
Like all of these pain to purpose stories.
What a great story.
We were also, before Charlie Kirk was assassinated, he invited us to cover Turning Point USA. So we did the Student Action Summit.
That's so cool.
And we were interviewing all the speakers, not about politics, because we're
Right, right, no, I get
bipartisan. Just like, hey, what are you doing? You're traveling. Like, what are
Right.
how do you sleep hack? Like, how do you not get jet lag?
Right.
What do you eat when you're living out of a hotel? And do you eat on the plane? Like, asking those incredible thought leaders what they do. And so it's kind of cool just to see the company grow and then onboarding new journalists who are like, hey, I want to also talk about things in my area, run clubs. Like right now, back in our day, if you want to meet a girl or a guy, you go to a bar at 11 o'clock at night.
Right.
Now at 5 in the morning, you're cold plunging, you're running,
Yeah.
you're doing a run club.
Miami Run Club.
That's what it
million
is.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did Coffee and Chill. We have journalists at the Coffee and Chill events.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're at all the events. We're legitimately now the ESPN of the health and wellness industry. And then our magazine is now being dubbed as the Vogue of longevity, because now health is the new hot thing to do. It's the new cool. It's sitting on the retail shelves next to Vogue and Elle. And when you pick this up, the curation of scientists and contributors, that's what excites me every
Yes,
morning.
high level.
Yeah. High level.
I mean,
Like-
we have a Harvard professor, Ellen Langer,
Yeah.
contributing.
Like big dogs. So like the contributors, let's pretend this was Forbes, right?
Right.
The people that write for us are Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, big
that world.
Of that world.
Yes.
In
Yeah.
this world, the people that are even just writing articles, they could be on the cover.
Yeah.
That's how big they are.
We have Dr. Tom O'Brien, Dr. David Minkoff, Dr. Anna Maria Temple, Dr. Von der Wright, Dr. Dum. Like, we always bring in the biological dentists in and the biological vets in to like really say, hey, biohacking is a family affair, and it's a full body and family affair. But yeah, the contributors, we get close to 100 to 150 submissions per week almost
Yeah.
now. So we had to hire 3 new vetters and readers. They're reading the articles to see what's worthy of publishing in our magazine, because we only have 12 contributor article
Good
spots.
problem to have.
Yeah.
It's a very good problem.
And now universities like top universities that do the research on longevity, they're like, can my professor please be a contributor in your mag? Can our researcher be a
Yeah.
contributor in your magazine? Harvard people.
Should do a paid version.
We love the organic aspect of it, you know.
we
like-
want whoever is picking up our magazine, first of all, we encourage it because it's tech-free wellness. You're not bombarding your eyes
You
with
guys are
blue
good.
light
You
and
guys are
Wi-Fi.
really good.
Right? Just read and start biohacking. If you don't want to watch the documentaries, because it's hours on end, overwhelming information, which,
Yeah.
by the way, I love being overwhelming, and our documentaries are awesome. But you can start small. Like, you can just open a Biohack
Right.
Yourself magazine. We have the single copies available for sale. We have the back copies,
That's
because now it's
awesome.
becoming a collector's item. Like,
I can see
You
that.
can't
get
shadow
messages.
ban
Yeah.
print. You can't block print.
Right.
That's the difference here. These words are forever.
Yeah.
Also, people have been misinformed. Like, one digital article might say something, next president, a different administration, it says
edited.
something else.
Yes.
Well, that same thing happens for TV shows.
TV
We've
shows.
seen it with our kids, because we're very hands-on with our kids' parenting and what are they putting in their
Watching.
eyes,
Yep.
right? For us, the eyes are the gut. When it comes to the kids, like the poison they're putting in the eyes and the consciousness. And there was a show that had a whole different premise, and literally they watched it again 6 months after, and it was promoting some of the propaganda, Mm-hmm. And I was like, wait a minute, the lines were different in the
Yeah.
show before. Even our daughter noticed it. Wow. They actually swap out some of the words and some of the content in the trusted shows.
To fit the political narrative of what's going on.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
It's so now our kids now are stuck watching Shark Tank and
They watch The
Marcus
Prophet.
Lemonis. We're like, okay, let's just stick with business shows, because there's
Yeah.
nothing to propaganda on that. It's just
Right.
money is the language.
When did Biohack Yourself start?
2023.
Could you guys have imagined this 4 years ago, where you are today?
To this extent, no, because like I said, we were retired and we were doing documentaries to find solutions for our health.
Right.
So it was supposed to be one part documentary to find a solution for our daughter's lymph node. That was the end of the story.
The end.
But when the word got out, we started getting requests to be in our documentary. Like Dr. Daniel Amen, we actually flew over to his house to film him. Dr. Peter Diamandis, we went to his office to film him. So the word got out and everybody wanted to be in the documentary. So we're like, oh my gosh, we can't shut the doors now.
Right.
So it went on to become the 5-part documentary. When that became a 5-part documentary, we recognized all the holes that was in the industry. So the print was born and the event coverage was born. And the social media, our platform now receives 70 million quarterly views. So the attention on
It just snowballed.
Sometimes
thumbnails, yeah.
I log into the Instagram and I'm seeing who's following us, like super famous people. Some of them are reaching out to
Can
Tereza
I say who?
directly.
Jeremy Piven. Jeremy Piven from Entourage.
That's
He just
awesome.
messaged me too. He's like, I've been watching your content. It's awesome. Like, let's talk. So we.
But
gotta
even
probably meet
more
him in LA.
unmentionables, like
Yeah,
I'm like, I
big.
can't believe this person is watching, or the wives of billionaires. Like I know who the wives are.
So the
It's
thing
like-
is, after the documentary, we recognized that the audience has different love languages.
Yes.
Because some are going to watch and binge watch the documentary for hours on end. Some don't have the time. So, we created the social media with the shorts and snippets, and it started blowing up. And now we actually report on the journals. We report on White House information. We report on dental journals for my Snapchat people who just, have a second to glance and get up to the news. And then some love the reading, the morning coffee readers. So we said, let's just fill in all the holes. And then we recognized that a lot of companies are suffering with marketing issues. And since he's the marketing genius, now on the back end, we have wellness performance marketing. Because we have the buyer-ready audience already, we have 70 million people that are watching us. So we convert those into sales for our clients. And that's a little more like on the private end, and we'll only do it if we like you and we
Yeah.
use your product.
Yeah.
So we even patch that hole in the
name
industry.
Biohack Yourself kind of cuts out the looky-loos. It's almost like if you were going to fish and tackle media. You're not going to go to it unless you're interested in the fishing subject
Yeah.
matter.
Correct.
So most people, when they discover us, they're already subscribing to the religion of health. They've made a decision, something's going on in their life or someone they know.
Already walked in that church.
And they
Yes.
wanna
It
they
is a
wanna
religion.
know
Yeah.
who they should do business with. They want to vote with their dollars next. They want to get help, whether it's free information, but they want to apply it. And there's only so much sun and grounding you can do.
Right.
You need actual guidance.
Let's get political for a second.
Yeah.
Let's go into Maha. Let's go into Bobby, and talk to me about that partnership and what is he really trying to do for America?
I think he means it when he says he wants to make America healthy again. I think the stars aligned. He's very pure-hearted.
He's pure-hearted.
He's not really political. He's more health when you think about
Because
it.
he changed his political
Yeah,
parties
yeah.
many times.
Yeah.
He's just all gung-ho about the injustice that's being done on children with the food dyes and just the food industry.
Yeah.
One
And he's
aspect,
seen it from the courtroom, suing and winning and getting people to
Yeah.
pay fines, and they're still in business. So he's seen it. He's seen discovery. He's sat in court. So he's seen these executives have to admit fault. So he has a different perspective and
Still continue to profit.
continue to profit. So he's really doing God's work himself, and he has got a great team. And
I think he's going to tackle
Yeah.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
I wish he had a 10-year run
Yeah.
to really be able to cleanse certain things and really go even to the level of insurance and really help the traditional medicine change their
Right.
their ways.
Well, he
because
might, right? If
He might.
JD wins.
Yeah, he might.
There's a lot.
So
I
he's
mean,
set to change a lot of things for the better.
we were very fortunate. The next copy of Biohack Yourself coming out October 21st. When is it? It's
October
October 21st. Lara Trump is on the cover.
Yes.
So we sat down with Lara. She's got muscles. She's amazing. She's got
Yes.
kids.
She
and
biohacks
She
all day
biohacks.
long.
And Eric, too. They're both a healthy family. And we asked her, we had an exclusive interview with her, talked about her biohacks, talked about her goals, her political aspirations.
Are you guys member of the boardroom with PBD?
No, but we know Patrick. Yeah, our kids actually signed a podcast deal with Patrick Bet-David.
Cool.
Yeah.
Before the elections kind of took over
incredible.
everything,
Yeah.
like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He said, I want Love and Legend to be the VT Kids.
Yeah.
So they had a whole show.
We were
signed
just,
deals.
our journalists were just at the Vault event. We're the only media team allowed in the Vault.
Yeah, we love Pat.
So we love
his
Pat,
family.
his team,
Incredible
Mario,
person.
everybody
He's
there.
Armenian too.
Yes.
Yeah, half Armenian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good people.
He's going to be interviewing Eric Trump this Friday at a cigar lounge.
Look at that.
Boardroom, yeah.
Look at
Nice.
that. Yeah.
Eric is
It's
awesome.
it's all a great circle. It's all a great circle, especially out here in Florida.
Yes, it's a very small niche entrepreneur community here.
Yeah. And I think everyone knows everyone.
Yes.
The ones that go viral too. It's like those are the celebrities in their world. This is why we actually created the Oscars of longevity, because for us, these people became the Justin Biebers and Taylor Swifts of
Right.
our lives.
And I think they're the ones that should be really getting the awards.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's why we did the Oscars event.
Come on.
And by the way, like
they're
my,
saving lives.
yeah, I was with my phlebotomist because I get blood work and we test on guests, and they're like, you guys like are all, because she's doing all of us. She does Eric, she does the Trump, she does this one, she does that one. She's like,
Yeah.
I was just with this one, I was just with that one. Everybody tests themselves that they're
Wow.
optimizing. No one's playing games with their health.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's...
Yeah, we love, actually, he works with the Medical Health Institute, the brothers, the Bertonati brothers.
They're in Miami.
They're amazing when it comes to like peptide guidance and really staying on the cutting edge of like what new things are coming out. And I've seen him get optimized to another level with his brain, his capability, his energy level. And that's thanks to the Bertonati brothers. They're amazing. I'm personally being coached by Dr. Mark Gordon, who actually doesn't really take any more clients, but he took me over because he's like, you know, you're out there changing the world, so I gotta just optimize you as best as I can.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but we recognize the need of a coach. We believe in coaching.
Coaching is very important. I think coaching and mentoring, both
Yeah.
are very, very important.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about NAD?
It's great. Yeah, I just took the NAD nasal.
nasal one,
Yeah, I love it.
I'm okay. I haven't
She's
really
indifferent.
dabbled in with that. Like I have too much right now that's actually helping me. I'm like, maybe one day when my body's immune to this protocol
Yeah.
and I need a new kick, I'll go for NAD.
She's
But yeah,
very careful with her stacks. She's very
I don't
selective.
overdose.
What
I
is
don't.
your stack?
So in the morning, I wake up, I take my 10,000 IUD with breakfast. Like you have to also time this, right? Like 15 minutes after breakfast, I take my multivitamin from Pure that Mark Gordon told me. So I work with SNP Diagnostics. So they gave me my patches. So I optimize my DNA. I do my red light with Sauna Space. It's sitting right next to my laptop. So the Sauna Space light bulb is actually incandescent. So it actually mitigates the blue light that's coming to my eyes. So like I'm helping my eyes while I'm also energizing my cells. I have my Hue Light hydrogen machine that's sitting there. So I plug it in and I'm up like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I do my morning routines and I have my PEMF mat. Sometimes I use my Cellar 8 PEMF. Like if I have my cycle, I'll just plug it into my tummy. It makes it so much easier. Or like my Centropics mat, it's like sitting right on my chair. So I'll plug that in. Then I take my pregnenolone, I take my DHEA. I'm going back into the thing. I take my energy bits. Like energy bits are amazing.
What is that?
My kids
Spirulina,
love it
chlorella.
too. It's spirulina, chlorella, and it's actually raised in Japan in fresh waters. So it doesn't even have the toxins from the ocean. But it's like one of the most potent proteins plus like greens. So the way Catherine Arnston, now Dr. Catherine Arnston, she just got her PhD at the age of 70. Like it's crazy. But she explains that when you take a handful of that, it equals to eating like 10 bowls of salad or something like that. So our son is obsessed with it because it's like, as long as I don't get to eat salads, I'm like shoving energy bits. He's like, Mom, energy bits, like get off my back today. Take that. We take N101. N101 is amazing. Like it's nitric oxide. When I can remember
Produces
it, I take it.
testosterone too.
I take my Aura Wellness glutathione. Glutathione is a must. Like it's a detox thing. So you just have to do it under your tongue and allow your body to constantly
We met
get
the founder
garbage
of
out.
that too during
Yeah,
Shield.
Nayan Patel.
very
He's
nice.
amazing. Yeah. And then we take the brain. I love my BioMind from BioLongevity Labs. I don't overdose on it because I want my brain to, and I don't know if my brain can get dependent on it, right? Because I love the discoveries, but I'm always very holistic minded. So I'll only take it when I have like serious days coming and I need 20 windows open and I need to like, it literally makes you limitless. It's one of those pills, like you take it. Jay Campbell actually is doing research on that. A must thing is the BPC 157. It's a peptide, BPC 157.
It's great.
We go to Create
They're in
Pharmacy
Miami.
down in Miami. They're one of the best compound pharmacies that actually use very amazing ingredients.
Wow.
And I also do my hormone replacement, again from Create Pharmacy because they use organic base. Supposedly it's very important because I went through a few doctors who gave me like a testosterone cream that was created with synthetic base and it made my face break out like I was a teenager.
Wow.
It literally took me 5 months to heal my skin again. So it's very important to go to a compound pharmacy that uses biocompatible base. And this is, again, ask questions. What am I putting in my body? Even with functional medicine doctors, what is in this powder? Tell me. We take NMN. I love Gymfinity testing. Gymfinity, I do it once every 6 months. Gymfinity tests your senescent cell count, which is a big component of like aging. So if you have senescent cells, which are the zombie cells, they're not out of your body and they're not completely dead. They're like half dead, flopping around your body and like, secreting toxins and really just infecting your healthy cells. So I was very high on senescent cells, like higher than the highest level, according to the Gymfinity test. And Dr. Jin himself did the consultation, was like, yeah, you got to do this protocol, clotho, peptide, this peptide, that peptide. They loaded me up. I got rid of them. It's like the analogy that he says, the pool that is full of dirty cans. So I got rid of that, and my level of absorption, my mind, my brightness, everything came back. So I love that. I love
That's
the
incredible.
True Diagnostics. I use True Diagnostics every 6 months to test our biological age and the aging pace. And we're competing, by the way, all day long.
Yeah.
And I must win because I'm Armenian and I've been organic all my life.
Hey, if you work with digital marketing, online sales, or manage clients, you know the right tool makes all the difference. I use Go High Level, and I can guarantee that this all-in-one tool brings results for all my clients. With CRM, email, SMS, automation, scheduling, landing pages, and sales funnels, integrated and easy to use, management becomes simple, productivity increases, and campaigns perform way better. If you want to grow in an organized and efficient way, access my link and see how Go High Level can also change the way you work and sell.
But now I made it to the top 100 of Brian Johnson's Longevity Olympics.
Wow.
So when we're going to film him for the cover of the magazine in LA, he's going to give me an award. I'm top 96. So per every year that I'm aging, I'm only aging 78%.
Wow.
So biohacking works. For 2 years, I've been testing, and I'm very diligent on doing my modalities and taking my supplements. The 15 minutes after breakfast, like I measure and I time and I stay dedicated to my protocols, and it works.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Help someone start. How can someone who is learning about this for the first time, where should they start? How should they begin to wrap their head around exactly what you just said?
They should. The elementary school is the Biohack Yourself documentaries. Just start watching the documentaries, because you're going to see us when someone, because she said a lot of complex words. We didn't do that in the documentary. If somebody said ATP, telomere, NAD, what is that?
Right.
Like it starts from there, because people were saying, photobiomodulation, which is what red light therapy does. We didn't allow them to say that, because these people, that's the issue. The issue is we're trying to get educated watching podcasts, but this academic person talking to this academic person to this doctor, they're talking to themselves, impressing each other. And we're like, what does that mean? It sounds cool, but like, what does that mean? So when they started doing that to us when we were interviewing them, so we brought our kids. We're like, roll out the kids, or explain that to Love and Legend, okay? And they were like, okay, because Love is like, what? What does this mean? We forced them to talk in layman's terms.
Yeah.
So the documentary is layman's terms, and the information is layman's terms.
That was a good move. Bring the kids out.
Bring the kids and roll out, and then so that when you do that, it's kind of slowly graduates you, and then you kind of really meet these people.
Then you get your diploma.
You get your diploma,
Exactly,
then we graduate you to the website where you continue your journey and you can learn more. Then you can go on their podcast, or you can read the magazine, or you can follow it. Like you just get into our algorithm. We will feed you, and depending. So people are getting baptized by fire. The documentary's won like 11 awards. It's still playing at film festivals.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people coming in. So there's a lot of newbies, but then they go through the process. So that's the first step.
Bottom line is we made so much noise with the Biohack Yourself documentary, not only the awards, but the success of it, that now the president of Film USA invited us to premiere SHIELD at the Cannes Film Festival, which is one of the biggest film festivals, because they love the topic of health, right? It's bipartisan.
It's been never done before. So, for example, Morgan Spurlock, a famous documentarian, he died. He did a documentary called Super Size Me.
Yes.
You remember
He
that?
died?
He
Yeah.
died. Yeah. He was actually,
Really?
we knew each other well. And he got himself sick in his documentary. Remember, that
Yes.
was the whole point.
Yes.
But we did the opposite. We got ourselves healthy. And that really affects change. And that's what we wanted to do. And everybody has their own style. Some people do fear-mongering documentary. Don't do this needle, don't do that, or this
Right,
government.
right.
We don't do that kind of stuff. We're more like, okay, if I'm drowning, don't describe the water. Tell me how to, give me a life vest. Like,
Right.
give me something to save me.
And
And that
honestly,
was
like,
us.
subscribe to the magazine. It's
Yeah.
$29.99
Yeah.
for an entire year. You get 4 magazines for that price. Right?
Insider
you
newsletters, all that
cannot-
kind of stuff,
And
yeah.
I mean, like the SNP diagnostics, for example, that I discussed.
It's a great quality magazine.
It's
Yeah. It's
beautiful.
It's heavy. It feels good in the hand.
It's it's the Vogue of longevity. I
Yeah.
like to say it sits right next to Vogue. I was obsessed with Vogue. You want to look at the latest Maybelline lipstick that's coming out, the latest this makeup, this one fashion, whatever. Look at what's the latest peptides that's coming out. Like, look, what I preach is what's in the magazine. The BioLongevity Labs, we take the BioMind all the time. It's in the magazine. So if you are subscribed to the magazine, you're going to stay at the cutting edge of what's new. What are the lollies vetting now?
Got it.
What just came out that's vetted and credited? And for example, the Vibe bed. I mean, this is sound
I've heard
healing.
of it.
Yes.
It's amazing. And it's in our magazine, and it talks about what it does.
You ever seen those things where based on the vibration, water takes a different shape?
I have.
Right. That does that with your body.
I mean,
So you get
H2
in-
tab,
Oh.
the hydrogen tabs that Gary Brecka and his son, they combat jet lag because they travel so much with H2 tab.
Yeah.
So we're gonna test this
Yeah.
out because
Yeah.
we're about to go to 5 different countries.
Yeah.
I'm taking my H2 tab. I'm taking my Syntropics PEMF mat, the travel one. So, game on. Look, Aries.
Aries,
It's all
yeah.
over our home. It's all over our cell phones. Our kids wear the necklaces.
Well, we did a UFC activation event. Gary Brecka spoke there, and all the athletes, they use it. They use it to harmonize. They're training and in rooms that don't have EMF and Wi-Fi.
Look, SNP diagnostics. Wow. So you test your genes. It tells you exactly how it works. They send you your supplements personalized, and it's $180 a month.
You're asking
You
about a
can't
guide. This
beat
is a
that.
guide. That's a guide.
That's what
Got
I'm
it.
saying. That's how you start.
Got it. Start the magazine, the documentary, and the magazine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me the damages that EMF is doing. Because I think because we can't see it,
Yeah.
we didn't think
don't
about
respect it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well-
and that's the thing. It's the invisible toxin.
Yes.
You can't see what a microwave is doing, but you know that it's doing something inside to the food.
Correct.
So it's the same thing. It's disrupting your whole entire system. It's not just that. Like these outlets, right?
Yeah.
If they're unplugged, that's dirty electricity coming out. So some people sleep next to an outlet right here, outlet right here.
Really?
You understand? So just imagine
hits the
it's
dogs, too.
compounded over time.
Right,
Right?
right,
So you have that. Then you get in your electric car. Then you have your cell phone on your lap. Then you're on your laptop. Then you maybe microwave some food. Then you have all this kind of wireless devices. Then you have your headphones. So it depends on your load.
The biggest thing is that it breaks the genes.
Right.
From what I understand, EMF breaks the genes. So even like right now, when our kids, let's say, we're in the car and it's a long ride and they're like, "Mommy, please, can we use the iPad?" Right? I have to give them the EMF blocking rocks, like from the EMF. What was the name of it?
EMF rocks.
EMF rocks.
Yeah.
So I give them the EMF rocks to put it on their tummies. Cause
To absorb. So it's
To
like
absorb
it's
the
like
EMF.
it
Yes,
absorbs
yes.
all
Yeah.
that stuff. Let
The
it go to the
sponge.
rocks.
Exactly.
It's like baking soda, but for EMFs. We met this dude. He freaking lives on the ocean. We interviewed him in Biohack
Yeah.
Yourself. He looks like a surfer dude. This guy's super zen. He invented this, and he's like, look,
EMF messes with your nervous
yeah,
system.
yeah.
This is why you can also see behavioral issues with children in this generation. and we go on a lot of tech-free detoxes, and we see immediate.
You ever
shift.
seen when the police shoot you with that electric gun,
Taser?
the taser?
Mm-hmm.
It's doing that, but inside.
To your
That's what it's
cells.
doing to you. It's like
To your DNA,
you don't
your
even
cells.
know
Jolting
it.
you, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So protecting is
insane.
so important.
I'm just thinking we live in an electrical world.
Yeah.
But the good news is you can be Floyd Mayweather. What do I mean by that? Some boxers, they like taking hits all over the face, all over the body, you know, and some people go out, they drink a beer, they smoke a cigar, smoke a cigarette. Maybe you could make it through a career and not be slow in the head, and some people do.
Right.
But Floyd Mayweather never takes a hit. He's ducking, you know what I mean? And so that's how we do it.
50
We're
and
like,
0.
You know what I'm saying? So we're like, okay, we're not having a drink every now and then, or not, maybe having a mac and cheese. We're not avoiding, but we're just not taking that many blows anymore.
Got it.
You understand?
Yes.
So you just have to really be
Mitigate.
aware. A good example, right now you have a plastic water bottle.
Yes.
You could easily switch that, right? You're here all the time. Eliminate the plastic load. Boom, that already gives you more credit, right?
Done.
To be able to take out, little small things like that.
I've been wanting to get one of those filter jars.
Right. There's
Yeah.
so many different ways. We have good companies too we can recommend you. There's also, because what we learned, you filter the water, but then it has no minerals. Then you're getting no benefits. So you want to restructure it, mineralize it. Yeah. So there's little things like that because this is your workspace.
Yeah.
Just the intake alone you'll see increases in your brain functionality, everything. So you just do we're like lazy biohack. Well, me more. I like to do it in my sleep. So I have a grounding blanket.
Okay.
So I have a blanket that's ground. The bed is grounded, so it's plugged in.
He's grounded.
What does
Right.
that mean? What does that mean?
Well, it's like basically walking barefoot. But the bed and all that, it's a biohack. It's an electronic way to kind of get your grounding that your body needs, because you need that. Instead of hugging a tree,
Right.
in your sleep, you can do that.
Explain
Also,
to me how your bed is grounded. Is it like through electricity? Is it actual?
So there's actually this company called Anti-Aging Bed. They do have plugins, but it occurred to me that I'm like, okay, if you plug it into the wall to ground you, then you're kind of dirtying up the electricity, right?
Right.
It's like,
Defeating the purpose.
so when I talked to the CEO, he said, that's why you have an extension cord, you put it out of your window, and you
Into the
plug it
dirt.
into the ground.
ground. Right.
So, but we didn't go that route because that's like next level. We have to like poke a hole. Like, I don't know how we could do it.
Right.
But some real biohackers do that. So now you're really getting the earthing, the grounding through the wire right into your sheets. So that's like the true grounding bed.
You
Got
really
it.
recharge yourself
Yeah.
when you're grounding.
Our mattress, like we bought the grounding mattress from Essentia, and they said it's a grounding mattress. To be honest, like I didn't do much of the research to see like how exactly it's grounding.
Right.
But what I know is like Jim Quick, Mark Hyman, and all the biohacking fanatics are using that mattress. So I was like,
We have
done. We're
Lila
gonna do that.
Quantum. I have one of these cases that I
Oh,
put
that's
my
right.
cell phone in to completely eliminate the EMF and stuff. So I have that next to the bed. I mean, there's a lot you can do in your sleep, just in that things that you take before you go to sleep.
Well, also like
hydrogen.
visor, neurovisor.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
Just during the day, for example, you put it in front of your forehead and it does all this flickering. It's like brain tap.
Okay.
Brain tap or neurovisor. But it
Bioharmonic technology too, with sound. I do that
puts you
all the
in
time.
Healing.
theta in like 8 minutes. So I don't know how it does it. Like I want to research a little bit more about the technology, but the music and the light vibrations, they put your brain in theta within 8 minutes, and you could be deep asleep just like that.
Wow.
So those things are really incredible for us to even go and try and experience and really believe in what this biohacking is.
Where do you guys see biohacking the next 5-10 years?
Well, it's because it's becoming more mainstream.
Do you have
know?
another hour?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's going global. It's a $6.3 trillion industry. Trillion globally.
Wow.
I think you're starting to notice gyms like Equinox, Lifetime Fitness.
Yes.
They're now incorporating functional medicine.
They are.
They're red light, cold testing, peptides. Everyone that's anyone, at least in the circles we are, they're all biohacking in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
You know, and
Going
so-
global, I would say,
Yeah.
in all over the world, because it's only fair
Right.
Yeah.
that all the other countries get the same access to
Make it affordable, accessible.
accessible information. We always have a joke when J-Lo and Ben Affleck got divorced, the whole world knew about it within seconds because TMZ announced it, or the other
Right.
media outlets
Right.
announced it. So we want biohacking to be on the same level like celebrity gossip is, but biohacking. So licensing it to UAE, licensing to Saudi, Australia, UK, Armenia, Russia, Brazil, all these
Very cool.
countries, if they can have the same access to print, documentaries, digital, we will rest.
Yeah,
Be able to
because
retire now.
You
again.
should be able to biohack
I doubt
yourself.
that, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I doubt that.
I said it and I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. You weren't confident about it.
Yeah. Our kids will probably pull us back in because now they're all up and about. Like, Love, she's like,
Next generation.
Yeah.
Our kids, it's so funny. Legend said, yeah, I retired from acting because now I'm supporting my parents in biohacking.
That's hysterical.
Hysterical.
So cute.
So they no longer act because our daughter was complaining that the scripts she was supposed to audition for, they didn't align with her values. So she's like, well, I want to be a journalist because that is my value.
Good for
So
you.
now both of them go to these conferences. They
Good for
interview
you,
some
love.
extremely amazing experts, and they are on their games. Like if they wake up in the morning and they're homeschooled, so at like 8:30 is when they wake up, they'll be down. The first place I find them is in their supplement drawer place. So they're
That's
over there
awesome.
taking and talking. Yeah, so, yeah, well, did you take your fish oil? Okay, great. So what's your plan today? Oh, I'm going to go do my affirmations right now. What's your plan? I'm going to do pickleball first and then out. Like they're self-managing themselves, optimizing their brains, their protein levels.
I can see it already. Them
Yeah.
leading Biohack Yourself for kids.
Kids.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what like that. I look forward to that big time. And our daughter is like, yeah, can we just have our own supplement or something? I was like, no, look, we're not doing products. Like we don't want to compete with the industry because let the doctors and the real geniuses do their job.
Right,
We're the
right.
people bringing it out. But she's like, yeah, like I want to have my own product now. Like I want to do this. It's so funny to watch them have these wants and needs now to be more and better and bigger in this industry. They're inspired every day. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I ask you guys a question to close this out. How does God fit into what you guys do? And what does God mean to you?
We love God. And the interesting thing is when we met, that was one of the biggest misalignment in our relationship. Orthodox Christian, and Jehovah's Witness. And so in our country, we never accepted Jehovah's Witnesses. We thought it was a cult, even though they're religious. And honestly, like I would take a very faithful Jehovah's Witness over a Hippocratic Orthodox person who just goes to the church, does this,
Right.
and then gossips behind the scenes and does all the wrong things.
I know what you mean.
So to us, it was such an amazing alignment when we put ourselves together and we said, for us, our religion is our love and our God as one, as whole. It doesn't matter which book we read and which room do we go to worship. We worship our love, our unity, and our
Beautiful.
God is really like our health and our happiness and our longevity and our kindness and our doing good. So it doesn't matter. Sometimes we go to an Orthodox church. Sometimes we go to a non-denominational church. Sometimes wherever God is, wherever the kind people get together to do kind things, we go, we participate. But most importantly, we pray in the morning, we pray at night, we do our affirmations as a family. That's our God.
Yeah, we're
Us
discovering
together.
all these different worlds from the sphere of influence and the circles that we're in now. They all have their own, places of worship, and they ask
Right.
us to go, and so we go. But it's unanimous. Everyone is praying and wanting more salvation from a higher being, and more unity, and more love, and that's really the universal message, no matter
Right.
where we are. And so we practice those things at home. A lot of prayer, a lot of synergy, a lot of affirmations. Prayer is a form of affirmation too.
Yes.
So, but we also have a lot of gratitude. We show a lot of gratitude, and we also, at least when I do the family prayer, I like to recap all the prayers that were answered.
Yeah, we
So
always
we always recap,
That's
like, you know,
important.
do you remember last year with this? And now look at where we are now. We're on the right trajectory.
and we're raising our kids to be God respecting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? I think it's like so important. It's funny if our son watches, let's say, an aggressive movie, which I was highly against, but lately, because my husband says he's a boy, he should watch Superman at least. So misalignment that got kind of aligned. But anyway, you know, when he watches something aggressive and he has a thought, like a negative thought, we watch him. He's like,
Yeah.
he does this, you know, it's like a shield of protection that, oh, I'm sorry, I just thought that.
Yeah.
You know, just the understanding that he's committed to staying kind. And even if a dark thought comes to him, he just defies it and he stays who he truly needs to be.
They're taking debate classes too, which is interesting to watch them debate us about things.
Not
For
cool
example,
for us.
we took
Not
them to
cool for us,
one of
'cause
these
they debate us all day
Angel
long.
Studios Jesus movies, right?
Yes. Yes.
So we took them, and then our son is like, Mom, you're asking me not to watch violent movies. I love Jesus. They're beating him. They're hitting him. They're doing
is worst
violence. They're
violence. It's
killing
like
him.
real human violence.
Like, I mean,
Yes.
honestly, I'd rather watch
The superhero
Commando,
violence, that's
where
not
the
even-
guy's killing the enemy.
True.
So it makes sense, but it's
Smart
so
kid.
Yeah, that's so much the
They
argument.
debate
Good
us
point.
all
Yeah.
day. It's
So it's very funny their
yeah.
perspective on
They
things.
take etiquette classes, which is
Yeah.
amazing because, I mean, just etiquette outside, etiquette
Yeah.
home, very important.
Yeah.
And our son is always funny. He's like, I'm gonna do this the non-etiquette route right now.
Yeah. It's
He always
funny.
pushes our buttons in
Yeah.
every single
They're
way. It's
hilarious.
amazing.
They're our couple friends. We go to dinner. We
Yeah.
do everything with them. So
You guys want more kids? You were
yeah,
saying.
two
more.
more.
You
Two
want
more.
two
Yeah.
more.
Two more.
Only because our kids are requesting the mini-me's.
Yeah.
They're like, look, like we love this family. Like, how can we have more of us? It's mainly our daughter that passionately loves her brother. It's like, I just would take two more of these cuties and like raise them. And she, you know, she's homeschooled. So her life is us. That was
Right.
another shift that we noticed after pulling them out of school. Because we tried 5 different schools and I was not allergic to trying. Like we always try and we always assess and we discuss with the kid. In this school we went, which is a public school. This is what we liked. This is what we didn't like, the pros and cons. Let's shift to now, let's say an Orthodox school. Let's go to a private school. Let's go to a Montessori school. And it was very funny, by the way. A lot of the parents, my parents' friends, they were scared for my kids to become misfits because you're always like in the middle of a semester, you're the new kid. It did the complete opposite. At a younger age, when you do switching of schools, it gave them this resilience. Now, wherever they go, they're immediately making friends, they're immediately fitting in, and they're reading the kids.
They're easy
Oh,
to adapt.
Yeah.
This one is the shy one. This one is the outspoken one. This one's the sassy one. Literally, they know characters now. It was hilarious. But since we pulled them out of school, their whole life has changed. And they've become more future thinking. Like they're thinking about life, which is different. Like
Yeah.
back then at school, they were just in this rat race. Now they worry about us. Like my daughter would be like, hey, where's your glasses? You forgot them. You're going to get a headache. Like these kind of things, right? Caring and becoming mature and adults almost. We
Yeah.
always tell them, hey guys, you guys are home alone today. Like we're home, we're working, but you're home alone. So you got to self-manage. You have your morning routine, your bedtime routine. You have your check marks. You got to do that. You have to create your vision
Very
board.
cool.
It's very, very cool.
Like little humans.
Little humans.
So cute.
Yeah, I know. That's why we want 2 more. Only
My
if we
wife wants
biohack.
2 more. I don't
2
know.
more.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. It's a lot of
amazing.
work.
Well,
I
how
know.
old are you?
It's so
I'm
amazing.
37.
Oh, okay. I'm 48.
You got the
Yeah,
energy.
you got time. You got time.
Well, your kids are still younger, right?
I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, you should do it.
Yeah. I mean, based on the woman, right? When my kids were 5 and 3, we were closed up. Like we were never going to have more kids. I think by the time our son hit 6 is when I was like, oh, we can do this again.
My
I
daughter's-
forgot all the
my daughter's this
sleepless
tall now.
nights and the trauma.
Amnesia. You
And
forget
the
about
amnesia,
it.
yeah. Now it's like, it was just short amount of time of, suffering from no sleep. Like we
Yes.
can do it. But yeah, we want to have, but we're going to do a documentary about that and how to biohack pre-pregnancy, how to biohack during pregnancy. We're going to collect some of the brightest minds in pregnancy and fertility. And we're going to really give educational masterclass to anyone who's set to have any babies.
Maybe once you do that, I'll reconsider.
There you go. Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
a docu-class.
Yes. Okay, so when is going to be the first Biohack Yourself massive event?
Ooh.
There's so
Are you
many.
saying
it.
we should have it?
I see it.
Everybody's asking us to
see
do
it.
one.
Don't
So,
ask, because we do.
Like a huge 10x style
I know.
event. I
You
see
know,
it.
There are many big thought leaders that want us to do this, and we want to make sure it's synergistic and in alignment and non-competitive to any events that are already, because we are literally neutral. We love supporting events, covering events. We're now producing events for other people. People are reaching out to us and
Only a
like, I
matter
want to
of
go to
time
the.
before you produce your own.
But what we see, if we were to ever do an event, we want it to be an incubator for these other event people to actually
That makes
get
sense.
them to go there. So
Right.
we look at ourselves as really introducing you to people that don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been doing with our work. You know, these people.
Oh, like the Cannes Film Festival has all the distributors
Right,
coming in.
yeah.
We can have all the events coming in to say, hey, we're the events.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, ooh.
So we want it
All
to be an
right.
incubator. So
It shall be
that's-
done.
And like we're bringing biohacking in places that, like at Cannes, you know, that the Shield documentary, and everybody's coming. All of our contributors are coming. Celebrities are now wanting to know, who should I work with? You know,
Right.
They need to know.
And your event is the place where everyone goes to meet and network and gather.
That's right. That's what.
Biohack Con.
Do you want to lead the production of it?
Do it. I'm down.
do
I
it.
would love to.
Amazing.
As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born. A place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. Where being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
We love go-getters that are thinking outside of the box and
Yes.
constantly are there to do and create new things.
Count me in. I'm in. Let's go.
Really?
Yes,
Let's do
I'm
it.
ready to move.
Okay.
Ways in
all right.
production. So.
Let's do it.
I am a go-getter. I am driven. I want to create. I want to help. I want to serve.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Game on. You
Game
started
on.
it.
Yes.
When it gets hard, I don't want to hear it.
Don't worry.
That's what he tells me all the time, because I always wanted to be out and doing more things. And when things get hard, he's like, babe, you started it.
That's when we shine.
Yeah,
That's when we shine, when our backs are against the wall.
exactly. I love it. This was awesome.
Guys, you are incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you.
I love people like you because, like, you guys give me hope. You give me hope that life can be better, that people can be better, that humanity has hope.
Yeah.
Because you guys are leading the charge.
Yeah.
You're showing couples how to be parents, how to be a wife, how to be a husband, how to be an entrepreneur, how to be a leader, how to love yourself, and how to make yourself the best version of yourself.
That's right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
leave some for the rest of us. You know what I mean? Like, leave some stuff for the rest of us.
Yeah. It's all bucket filling. Our kids' most loved book is called a bucket filling book. How we fill our own buckets.
Yes.
And with that, you fill everybody else's bucket.
Yes.
It's true. Yeah.
I can tell that you guys, like, you don't need outside source to make you.
No.
You are your own generator.
Yeah.
God bless you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Likewise. Thank you.
You too.
I really I can't wait to see what you guys do next. And I can't wait to see Biohack Yourself be the biggest thing in medicine, in biohack, in future-proofing yourself.
Yeah.
Future proof.
Ooh, I like that.
Very nice.
Please look at that camera. Let everyone know where they can find you, your social media, your website, your events, whatever you want to share.
So at Biohack Yourself Media is where you get all the news. Biohack Yourself magazine on all retail shelves, Barnes & Noble. You can just go to biohackyourself.com and click on the get print and you'll see where to find the magazine. His personal Instagram is at Anthony, Lolli, and mine is at Tereza, Lolli.
Yeah.
Incredible. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time today. Of
course.
And good luck on your journey that you're starting off today.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Thank you. This was a
Thank
very,
you.
very fun way of sending us out. That's
love
great.
it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Guys, if you are looking to future-proof yourself and biohack yourself, you have met the king and the queen. Please follow everything that they're doing. Subscribe to Biohack Yourself magazine. Watch all 5 documentaries. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and we'll see you guys next time.